Hello students. In this session, we can discuss about one of the important chapters in second PUC, that is vector algebra. Let us start the introduction of vectors. Before going to start about vectors, first we should know what are the types of quantities in the nature and here examples, and later some more important points about vectors. First, we know there are two types of physical quantities in the nature. First one scalars and second one vectors. Then what are scalars and vectors? So these are the two quantities. Let us study the first one, scalars. Scalar is a quantity which has only magnitude but no direction. So we'll have some examples here. Length, mass, time, distance, area, volume, temperature, speed, etc. These are the examples for the scalar quantities. All of them having magnitude. Magnitude means there is some value and they don't have any particular direction. The next one, vector. What do you mean by a vector? A vector quantity is a physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction. So we can represent the vector quantity using a directed line segment. See here, students, the line which has an arrow mark in any direction. So that here we can consider it as a directed line segment. So which has 2 points A and B. The point A, here it is the start of that line, and the point B, it is the end of that directed line segment. So that A can be considered as your initial point, B can be considered as a terminal point. A vector is generally represented by a directed line segment AB, and also we can represent as a small a. Vector means A on that arrow mark. Then the next point is magnitude or modulus of a vector. What is magnitude or modulus of a vector? Just we will observe here, the students consider a line which is exactly the distance between the points A and B. Here it shows the distance between the points A and B is called the magnitude of the directed line segment or the vector. We can represent the magnitude or modulus of a vector AB, that is taken as a modulus of AB. So we will discuss about types of vectors. First one, zero vector. Consider here the directed line segment with 2 points A and B. Here observe the students. Both the points A and B are coincident here. A zero vector is always denoted by 0 on that arrow mark. So it has same initial and terminal point because the points A and B are coincided, and it is of 0 magnitude and it has indeterminate direction. Because here we cannot determine the particular direction for this vector, so this vector is known as your zero vector. Then the next one, unit vector. What do you mean by unit vector? Here we can represent a unit vector by using a cap in the direction of a vector. Therefore, a unit vector, it is of unit magnitude and in the direction of a vector A. Therefore, the magnitude of unit vector, it is always equal to 1. So we have the formula for this unit vector, that is here denoted as a cap is equal to a vector divided by modulus of A. Then we can consider the axis in the space to represent the unit vectors along the different axes. So I cap is the unit vector in the direction of x axis, j cap is the unit vector in the direction of y axis, and also we can take it that k cap is the unit vector in the direction of z axis. So these are the different unit vectors along the different axes in the space. So based on all these concepts here, we can discuss some questions. The first one, represent graphically a displacement of 40 km 30 degree west of south. Consider a compass with the directions and also consider x-axis and y-axis. So that x-axis represent east and west and the y-axis represent north and south. So according to this question, here we have to consider the direction. Direction means west of south. So first consider the south direction, it is here, and here from the south towards west, here we have to measure 30 degree, and from the origin here we can take the line at that point, it is about 40 km. So this is the general representation, means graphically we can represent displacement of 40 km 30 degree west of south. Similarly you can solve the examples like this only. So take another question, number 2. Classify the following measures as scalars and vectors. Consider some measures here. So the first one, 5 seconds. So 5 seconds, it is the measure of time. The time has a value, but there is no particular direction. So time is a scalar quantity. And the second one, 1000 centimeter cube. 1000 centimeter cube means it is the measure of volume. Volume, it has a value, but there is no particular direction. So it is also a scalar quantity. The third one, 10 Newton. Newton, it is the unit of force. Force is always having a direction and it also has a value. Therefore, the force quantity, it is a vector quantity. And the next one, 30 km per hour. It is the measure of speed. There is no particular direction. So that it is also a scalar quantity. And the next one is 10 gram per centimeter cube. It is the measure of density. Therefore, it does not have any particular direction. Therefore, it is also a scalar quantity. And the last one is 20 meter per second towards north. Observe here, it is the measure of velocity in a particular direction towards north. There is a direction, so that it is a vector quantity. So this is the second example. So like that here you can classify the measures as scalars and vectors. Students, now here we will discuss some more important types of vectors. Next, equal vectors. What are the equal vectors? Vectors means it is the plural form of vector. So that here we may have here more than 2 vectors. To understand this concept here, consider 2 example here. One directed line, that is PQ, and the other directed line segment, that is AB. So these are the 2 directed line segment as well as vectors. Vectors PQ is equal to AB if both are of same length. Observe students here, both PQ and AB vectors are having the same length, and if both are of same or parallel line, means both are on the same line or the parallel line, and also they have the same direction. Therefore, these 2 are known as your equal vectors. Remember the students here that both the vectors should have the same length and they should on the same or parallel line, and they should have the same direction. Next, type collinear or parallel vectors. Dear students, observe here, there is a line. On that line only, here we can consider the 2 vectors A and B, or else here we can consider 2 lines here. On that 2 lines, we can here observe that the 2 vectors are there. Therefore, 2 vectors are said to be collinear or parallel if they are parallel to the same line. If they are parallel to the same line. 2 non-zero vectors A and B are collinear or parallel. Here we can write it as here A vector is equal to k into B vector, where k belongs to the set of real number. Also remember student, k should not be equal to 0. So this is the important notation for the collinearity of two vectors. So which is very important for your calculations and also for proving the collinearity of vectors. Next, like and unlike vectors. To understand this concept, observe the students. Here two vectors PQ and AB. Here both are having the same direction. So that these are known as like vector. Therefore, vectors having the same direction are called like vector. Similarly, here we can consider two vectors PQ and BA. So that both are having the opposite direction. Therefore, the vectors having opposite direction are called unlike vector. So keep remember the students, like means both vectors having the same direction, unlike means both vectors having the opposite direction. What are the coplanar vector? So we will see here the definition as well as here concept. So consider a plane. On that here two vectors on the two parallel lines AB and here PQ. Both are on the two parallel line, and that two parallel lines are parallel to the same plane. Therefore, a given number of vectors are called coplanar if they are parallel to the same plane. Co-initial vector. So observe the figure here, students. Three vectors are there and all of them having the same initial point. Therefore, vectors having the same initial point are called co-initial vectors. Next type, coterminous vectors. Here name itself shows, that is three vectors all are having the same terminal point. They are known as coterminous vectors. Therefore, vectors having same terminal point are called coterminous vectors. What is negative of a vector A? Consider a vector PQ. It is denoted as here small a vector, and also we can consider another vector which is of same magnitude but it is in the opposite direction to PQ vector. Therefore, it can be taken as QP vector, and this is only the negative of a vector which can be denoted as here minus A. Therefore, it has the same magnitude as that of A vector, and also it is in the opposite direction as that of A vector. So, it is the concept of negative of a vector A. Based on all these here, we will here solve some example. Question number 1. Which of the vectors are collinear, equal and co-initial? Observe here the student. Here we have some vectors A, B, C and D. Here we can classify collinear, equal and co-initial vectors. What are collinear vectors? So here collinear means the vectors which are parallel to each other or on the same line. So they are known as collinear vector. Observe the student. Here the vectors A, C and D are all parallel to each other or either on the same line. So these are known as collinear vectors. Next, equal vectors. Equal vectors means the vectors which have the same magnitude and the same direction. Therefore, A and C, these are the vectors having the same direction and the same magnitude. Next, co-initial vector. Co-initial means the vectors which have the same initial point are known as co-initial vector. Therefore, the vectors B, C and D are the co-initial vectors. Thank you.